Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. Make sure if y'all on YouTube, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share the video. We back on this topic again today. We talking about the McDonald's baby mama. Um, she has finally spoken. I want to get y'all thoughts on it. Y'all can call in if you want to talk about it. But let's play her video and see what she got to say. Hold on.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other three kids. I have four kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child.
So I'm gonna stop it right there, fellas. I'm gonna say this: if you're dating a woman with no kids, bravo. Also, make sure that you're never the second, third, or fourth baby daddy. If you're gonna be the baby daddy in any order, always make sure you'll be number one. Because if you're dating a woman, you're probably going to have some time where you are taking care of another man's child or children. And if you're doing that, then a woman is going to be, some women are going to be looking for you to take care of those kids constantly, even after a breakup. Or they going to feel like you've already done it, or you're the sucker to continue to do it. My mom used to always say, why would you want to take care of another nigga kids if he don't want to take care of his own kids? Let's continue.
So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying them when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together.
See, she said they know the food coming from him because they used to be together. But let's be real, he probably was the only nigga doing something in their life, so that's why they would assume that the McDonald's would be coming from him. Why wouldn't they assume that it's coming from any other baby daddy? She said she got three other kids, so I'm pretty sure it's probably two other men in the picture. So that lets you know he's obviously the sucker in this situation. And she's just trying to expose him because if y'all remember the first video, she was like, I'm exposing you because people keep saying you such a good daddy. And he said, I am a good daddy. Why are you trying to expose him on Facebook or any social media outlets to show that he's not a good daddy, which is weird when he's bringing his child eat. And the only thing you can say of why he's not a good daddy is because he's bringing only his child something to eat. That shit is weird as fuck. Also, if you continue to bring your other kids food, you would have made sure that y'all didn't break up or have anything um that would come in between him taking care of your other children.
Used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like it's not fair. Like you're not gonna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like,
So basically she's saying if you want some pussy, you basically got to pay for it, and paying for it is taking care of my other kids. And fella, why you had to stop thinking with your fucking dick. She had three kids before you had your children, which is a weird thing. I don't know why a man would feel comfortable running up into a female like that and getting her pregnant. You got to think about the past baby daddies, the kids, what information you're feeding your child. You seem like you might be the only dude that has some type of sense enough to take care of your kids. The other ones definitely small, because if you even look at this chick, how she got to have her eyelashes, her nails, and shit like that, bro, she looked like a headache. She looked like nobody's need to be dealing with her. And for her to be asking you to bring all the kids something to eat, if she can keep her hair, nails, lashes, and everything else done, makeup on her face, she need to be able to take that off, go sell it somewhere, and get her kids something to eat.
I'm not going stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else has to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody to McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
See, like that shit stupid as fuck. Hold on. So I won't fuck this up. Let me exit out of this. Oh, I ain't fuck it up this time. As y'all seen that video of that, I don't know what you would call it. I mean, you can obviously tell that she doesn't have all. She's not the brightest bulb in the box. She got a few screws loose, and you had to ask yourself, why would a man want to procreate with a woman like that has three other kids and who thought it was smart and wise to put you on Facebook to dog you out and thinking that she was going to expose you. And then now she has to make a second video coming back because people are bashing her because it didn't turn out in the way that she thought it would turn out. And so since that's happening, now she has to just her actions and try to seem and badmouth this guy even more. The weird part about it is if you wanted that to continue, that lifestyle of him feeding your children, why would you mess that up? And then get upset that a dude wants to continue to sleep with you is weird too, because I'm pretty sure she probably was just a jump off that he probably just ended up getting pregnant. And it's my responsibility, it's my seed. I messed that up. So of course I'm gonna take it out and do what I have to do, even if I don't want to. If I don't want to be here, if I didn't want to have a child with you, and all of this shit play back into the Roe versus Wade shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what people do with their fucking kids, because now the less kids on this planet, shit, it'd probably be better. Because you got to think about it. These are people who are raising kids, just arguing over feeding other kids and McDonald's and shit, going to school with your children. And now you wonder why they at the lunch table fighting over food and shanking people because they ain't eating at the house. Like, that shit weird as fuck. You got to remember, during the pandemic, school system still had to feed kids because they wasn't even eating at school. A lot of kids would just come to school to get something to eat. And you got to think to yourself, when you watch this video in particular, of this woman did up head to toe just to get on camera to doll herself up. I guess she was trying to go viral. I guess she was trying to get her cash out put out there, or maybe make a GoFundMe down the line or whatever. You never know how it works with these women nowadays. But people are so empathetic with women nowadays, especially the quote unquote black woman struggle, which is always some weird shit when you get on here and you see how these bitches look and they did up and they claiming they struggling and can't feed their fucking kids. But what y'all saying the wigs cost $700-800 now. So I don't know what the fuck, going on. How is that even possible? How do you even get on here to say that your kids ain't even eating? I would be scared the child protective services will come and take my kids if, I say they weren't eating and was malnourished, or one of their baby daddies was only doing something. Yeah, and them fucking lashes. Somebody said them fucking lashes is horrible. Them lashes is fucking horrible. I don't know. Out there was cool, and I'm pretty sure she not that cute because she ain't that cute with the makeup on. And I fucking hate wigs like that. We just talking about her and the way she looks, her appearance. And like I say, guys, y'all have to understand, never, 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 never be other than the first baby daddy or the no baby daddy at all. It's better to not be a baby daddy if you can avoid it all at all costs. You never know what that will entail. You never know how she'll switch it up after you have that kid. She probably could be the nicest, funnest woman in the world, but sometimes when you give people the power over you to do whatever they want to do to you, and they know you are Okay, yeah, we back. We back. But like I said, y'all make sure if you a dude, don't be nothing but the first baby daddy if you had to be. If a woman has children, she definitely will be depending on you to have some type of influence or spend some type of money on those children. Somebody said, but she got hair, nails, and lashes done. So we really can't fault the man because she as a mother, let me see this whole come. She as a mother, she's supposed to always step regardless of the daddy. Right. Hold on, let me reply. Right. Oh shit. Oh yeah, see, like y'all bear with me because I'm still learning how to work this stream yards completely. Hold on. All right, there y'all go. There go the number right there. I thought it was in the title. Let me make sure. I thought it was in the title. Let me make sure. Yeah, my wife and him on the side of me, and she laughing. But like I said, if you watch it right now, it's a few of y'all watching. Y'all call in. Let's talk about it. I know we have those people who are like, we all speaking on this was my issue for the day too about this issue and just social media in general. So we get on here to bullshit and play, and some situations are real, some we take lightly. You just never know how anybody gonna take certain situations that we talk about. But people are saying, "Oh, y'all done drove this one into the ground. Why y'all talking about it? So many people are being judgmental, X, Y, Z, blase, blase." And like I tell people, some people use other folks' situations, especially this situation here, is so relatable. It's so many women out there got multiple baby daddies, and maybe one of those baby daddies is doing something. And there's so many men got multiple baby mamas, vice versa. So this topic here is very relatable, and that's why so many people can have something to say. We know a lot of people who got kids, women who got multiple baby daddies, and ain't none of them niggas doing something. Or if she does have one decent one, she relies on him more, and just because he might have a good heart, and he does do stuff for other kids. Like even in the first video that the girl had put out, the dude said, I do bring them something, but she said you don't bring it every time. And to think that somebody that does something out the niceness of his heart gotta bring you something every single time that he brings his child something is crazy. And like I said in my earlier video, if you have if your child is around three other kids and their fathers may not be doing anything and they bad mouthing they daddy and shit like that, you as a father gonna want to do something special just for your child, to let your child know, even though those other men ain't doing nothing for your other siblings, I'm here for you. I'm riding for you. I'll bring you McDonald's. You for Christmas, I'm gonna buy you what you want. For your birthday, I'll make sure I go out for your party. For your graduation, I'll make sure I be there. Because like I say, if they in that environment around this type of woman who's recording, she probably sitting there saying that, your daddy ain't shit. Your daddy this, your daddy that. Oh, I can't stand to look at your face because you remind me of your daddy. You act just like that nigga. That's why he left, or that's why I hate your daddy. All this type of stuff. You got to think about that this woman could be feeding these children. And like I said, telling what his child would be telling him when he get him along and say, such and such said his daddy don't do this. Such and such said his daddy don't do that. So, as a father with your children in that circumstance, you definitely are going to have to let your child know that, hey, I'm here for you. I'm riding for you. Um, I'm rocking with you the long way. Whatever happens, I'm here. Like I said, for birthdays, Christmas, you call my phone. You just need something to eat. I'm gonna bring you something small gestures, and like I said, I'm gonna do that aside of me doing stuff for the other kids to let my son know that I'm your dad and I'm always gonna be here. And a lot of people don't even understand that fact. They just think, oh, he's just an asshole for not bringing the other kids something to eat and left them hungry. But you don't know if he, like he said, he's brought those kids something to eat before. So why this one particular time does she have to expose him? And like I said, it really backfired on her. She played herself. She looked very, very stupid and dumb. Um, I don't know why a person would want to do that. And the thing is, she could have pulled him to the side the last time or this time in particular and said, hey, is there any way the next time you bring something to eat, you can do it for the kids, maybe that one time? Or, can you do favor for favor? Can you buy the kids something? Then next time I could do you a favor, or get our son on the weekend that you want to do something, even though the court may have ordered it, whatever the arrangement is. I don't know. Like I said, you could do a lot of things to open up to that man to make him do something for your other kids too. And it ain't necessarily got to be sex. Y'all might not be on that type of time no more. Who knows? But if he the baby, I'm pretty sure that y'all ain't just cut it off like that yet. But like I said, we ain't got to talk about this situation. Y'all chilling. We ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing to do. I got COVID, so I can't go nowhere. So it's late night, chilling. I'm about to stroll Facebook real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what's another topic that's hot right now. Tori said they gave us too many food stamps for her to be out here hungry and mad because he only wanted to feed his child, but don't know what was said when she called him when he was recording before he pulled up. Real quick, hold on, y'all. Let's see what's another topic that's hot. See, hold on. Why are you looking like that? Mm. Exit out of this real quick. Oh man, they got her video going down social media now, and them lashes is still horrible, bruh. People still going on that channel, their eyes wide shut their page and liking that page. I need to delete it. Oh yeah, so R. Kelly got sentenced today. He got sentenced 30 years, but he probably gonna get out. Basically the same way Bill Cosby then got out. You know how fucked up an individual you have to be to make another response to a video that you put out because you didn't get the response that you was looking for. You said on your first video you was going to expose this man because people say that you are a good daddy, and I'm trying to show him that you ain't a good daddy. Like, why do you want the world to know that he's not a good daddy? Fellas, be the first baby daddy, not the last one. It would not work in your favor. And like I said, you don't want them other kids influencing your child and being in there and shit like that. R. Kelly got sentenced 30 years. Let's go type that in. Google. CNN. Let's see what they got to say. R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison for federal racketeering and sex trafficking charges. New York CNN. Disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison Wednesday, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York, following his conviction last year on federal racketeering and sex charges stemming from his efforts over years to use his fame to ensnare victims he sexually assaulted. Prosecutors had asked the judge to sentence Kelly, 55, to more than 25 years, while his defense attorney asked for 10. Prosecutors' request was tantamount to a life sentence. Survivors of Kelly's abuse held hands and prayed as U.S. District Court Judge Ann Donnelly began reading his sentence. Kelly, who wore a tan prison uniform, dark rimmed glasses, and a black mask at the hearing in the federal court in Brooklyn, showed no emotion. You left in your wake a trail of broken lives, Donnelly told Kelly, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly. In deciding the sentence, Donnelly said she considered Kelly's own traumatic childhood, during which his attorney said he was repeatedly sexually assaulted, abused by a family member and a landlord. It may explain at least in part what led to your behavior, Judge said. It most surely is not an excuse. Javante Cunningham, a former backup singer of Kelly, praised the sentence. I started the journey 30 years ago, Cunningham, outside of the court after the hearing. There wasn't a day in my life until the moment that I actually believed that judicial system would come through for black and brown girls. I stand very proud of my judicial system, very proud of my fellow survivors, and very pleased with the outcome. A jury convicted Kelly last September on 9 counts, including one charge of racketeering and 8 counts of violation of the Mann Act, a sex trafficking law. Prosecutors from the Eastern District of New York accused Kelly of using his status as a celebrity and network of people at his disposal to target girls, boys, young women for their own sexual gratification. Hold on, they say he fuck boys too? Damn. I ain't know about the boys. They kept this shit on the wraps. Um, the 5-week federal trial in Brooklyn included testimony from witnesses who said they were sexually and physically abused by Kelly. The court also heard from two people involved with orchestrating the disgraced R&B singer's 1994 marriage to the late singer Aaliyah when she was 15 years old and he was an adult after she believed he gotten her pregnant. Kelly's attorney, Jennifer Bojing, said he would not address the court, pointing to the other criminal cases faced by Kelly, but said before the sentence was read that her client rejects that is this monster. He accepts that he is flawed individual, Bojing said, but he is not the one-dimensional monster that the government has portrayed and the media has portrayed. Kelly made his comments in response to the judge after Bojing said he wouldn't speak. Yes, Your Honor, that's my wish. Bojing said she advised Kelly to not speak at the sentencing because of pending litigation against him, but added he has regrets and he is sad. Nobody wants to hear what he heard today. No one can undo the harm. Prior to sentencing, the court heard impact statements from 7 of Kelly's victims, including Jane Doe, two who testified at trial. It had been 23 years since she knew each other, and you victimized a lot of girls since then, she said. Addressing Kelly, she later added, now's your turn to have your freedom taken away from you. No one can undo the harm that has been done to the victims. Attorney Gloria Allred, who represented 3 victims who testified, told reporters Wednesday outside of the court, but at least it's time for Mr. Kelly to be accountable. Defense attorneys and prosecutors argued Wednesday in court over whether Kelly could pay a fine. The defense said he is pretty close to indigent and could not. Prosecutors disagreed, saying money from the sale of his music rights and millions of dollars in royalties held by Sony could cover any fine. In the 9 months since his conviction, Kelly has replaced his entire legal team with Bojing and her firm. Bojing is the attorney who helped Bill Cosby get his sexual assault conviction overturned and also represented Cosby in a civil case he lost this Monday trial. We were prepared for, Bojing said to the sentence outside of the court. We are not prepared to fight this appeal. Yeah, because that man act shit, I don't think that shit gonna stand. Kelly is being held at federal detention facility in Brooklyn and is expected to move back to Chicago, where he faces another federal trial in August on child pornography obstruction charges. Let's click it and see what it's saying. So, Department of Justice, U.S. Attorney, Northern District. Recording artist R. Kelly arrested on federal child pornography and obstruction charges. Chicago recording artist Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, has been arrested on federal child pornography and obstruction charges. A 13-count indictment returned Thursday in U.S. Okay. Kelly, 52, of Chicago, was arrested Thursday night. He is scheduled to appear for arraignment and detention hearing on Tuesday, 1 p.m. before U.S. I'm thinking it's gonna talk about the case that he got in August. I guess it don't talk about that. Childhood traumas revealed. In over 14 hours of interviews with psychiatrist expert, Kelly said his closest relationships growing up was with his mother. His earliest memories were watching his mom perform as a singer in a band called Six Pack, and he could often accompany her to McDonald's where she would drink coffee and they would share a pastry. Kelly never had Kelly never met his father and described his mother's death as the most tragic event of his life, saying he would go to McDonald's frequently to smell the coffee and remembered her. According to a letter filed by Renee Sarantino, a clinical assistant professor at Harvard Medical School, to me, the M stands for mom. Going to McDonald's is always being around my mother, Kelly said. But his childhood was marked by trauma. Kelly saw a childhood sweetheart drown when he was a little boy. And people interviewed by psychiatrist experts said Kelly was repeatedly sexually assaulted beginning when he was 6 and 7-year-old boy. His attorney wrote saying he was abused by his older sister and also a landlord at the time on a weekly basis. Sammartino said in her letter, Kelly's childhood abuse may have contributed to his hypersexuality or difficulty controlling sexual urges and believes it was a factor in his criminal conviction. While Kelly was convicted of sexual exploitation of a child, Sarantino refused to diagnose Kelly with a pedophilia because he told her his sexual behavior was never involved prepubescent individual. She said, "Okay, well, I get that." Faith, another woman who testified as Kelly's trial, countered that the defense argument Wednesday in her victim impact statement said her own father had also been sexually assaulted as a child but never molested her. Wow. Wow. That shit's scary how many people are actually assaulted as kids and pimped by their parents as kids, um just left out there in the child protective services and just get beat on. And I don't know, man, that shit's scary. And like I say, we have a parenting problem, very bad. It's a 1 in 9 girls and 1 in 53 boys under the ages of 18 experience sexual assault or a sexual abuse or assault at the hands of an adult. 82% of all victims under 18 are female. Female ages 16 to 19 are 4 times more likely than the general population to be victims of rape, attempted rape, or sexual assault. That's scary shit. Fast facts. I'm just gonna give you some graphs. How big is this problem? Many children wait to report or never report child sexual abuse. Therefore, the numbers below likely underestimate the true impact of the problem. Although estimates vary across studies, the research shows 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 13 boys in the United States experience sexual child abuse. Someone known and trusted by the child or child's family member penetrates 91% of child perpetuates 91% of child sex abuse. The total lifetime economic burden of child sexual abuse in the United States in 2015 was estimated to be at least $9.3 billion. Damn. What are the consequences? Experiencing child sexual abuse can affect how a person thinks, acts, and feels over a lifetime. This can result in short or long term physical, mental, and behavioral consequences. Examples of physical health consequences include sexually transmitted infections, physical injuries, chronic condition later in life, such as heart disease, obesity, and cancer. Examples of mental health consequences include depression, post traumatic stress disorder, PTSD symptoms. Examples of behavior consequences include substance use, misuse, including opioid misuse, risky sexual behaviors, meaning sex with multiple partners or behaviors that could result in pregnancy or STIs, increased risk of penetration, sexual violence, increased risk of suicide or suicide attempts. Experiencing child sexual abuse can also increase a person's risk for future victimization. For example, recent studies have found females exposed to child sexual abuse are 2 to 13 times increased risk of sexual violence victimization in adulthood. People who experience child sex abuse are twice the risk of non-sexual intimate partner violence. Y'all, this shit is really, 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 really scary. Like reading all of this stuff that people go through, what it can mean. Let's stroll Facebook. So now I found out that, R. Kelly was that. So I read some stats about, I guess, sexual assault with kids and stuff like that. Like I said, that is very scary. Uh, Somebody said they can't believe R. Kelly got 30 years and the parents are free. They sold their daughters and Pizzagate associates are still free as well. Wow. Pizzagate was a big conspiracy theory of the 2020s. I guess that started in 2020, maybe 2019. Somebody said you hoes got one baby daddy because y'all ugly and nobody else wants your ugly ass. Damn, that logic is fucking flawed because why would they have one baby daddy if they was ugly or whatever? But people are stupid in 2022 and beyond. I need to see how to send out a link so I can record so people could be on here with me. I think this wine got me hot now, baby. You gonna go get us some more? Oh, why not? You want to be on camera? You can walk that way. Oh, yeah. Like I said, y'all call in, y'all watching and stuff like that. We can talk about anything. It's three of y'all watching right now. Somebody call in. I ain't doing nothing. It's late. I got COVID. They still talking about this versus battle about how bad it was with Omarion.
Time to come through, I'm gonna be there for you. Like, I'm the type of friend you don't gotta call me every day. We don't gotta talk on the phone. You don't even gotta see me. But when it's time to come through, I'm gonna be there for you.
Oh, that was Jada big headed ass talking and shit. I didn't. Was that the BET Awards or Hip Hop Awards they had? Oh, I didn't watch the BET Awards, but from the pictures that I've seen, from the pictures that
Like,
shit.
I'm the type of friend you don't gotta call me every day.
Fuck. I did not know you could do that with this computer. But the pictures that I've seen of the BET Awards look horrible. Somebody said R. Kelly ain't gonna last 30 years in jail. I think he'll be fine. Hell, he gonna sing. He gonna make video calls to people. People still love R. Kelly. I know. I still listen to his music. My wife don't listen to his music because she don't like R. Kelly. She ain't never liked R. Kelly since we've been together. But sometimes she'll bust out singing an R. Kelly song. Well, you do though. She'll bust out singing an R. Kelly song from time to time. I ain't trying to expose you. What I'm exposing. Everybody do it. You can't get away from R. Kelly, babe. You listen to Prince. He even wrote for Prince, babe. I'm just saying he wrote for Prince too. How you feel about Prince, babe? You feel like Prince to go. Oh, she feel like Prince to go. I feel like Michael Jackson to go, and he didn't wrote for both people. Shit, wild ain't. See, that's Robert. That's not R. Kelly. See, I fuck with R. Kelly. I don't fuck with Robert because I don't know that man life, but I know R. Kelly. Okay, so I'm just scrolling. I'm learning a lot of stuff about this computer tonight. Now I gotta figure out how to get back to the. Okay, so they saying Tim's top five baddest in the game right now, babe. Is she top five baddest though? I don't know. They said top five baddest. I can't. I think it. Huh? I guess it'll be the same basic. Bitches all got the same sound. They some Walker bad. Our Lennox bad. I'm just saying. So hold on. Who I asked you first? Summer Walker. You said no. And you said Ari Lennox cute. So Ari Lennox look better than Summer Walker. So she said Ari Lennox looks better than Summer Walker. Um, I think they neck and neck. I think Summer Walker was actually cuter than Ari Lennox, but she fucked herself up with all the other shit, the plastic surgery and getting her nose did and shit. You know, they was mad. You know, Ari Lennox was mad because they said she looked like a Rottweiler, which she did look like the damn Rottweiler back. And then you got SZA straight, her pretty. For what I see, I still ain't seen her with her hair. Her hair is always in her face. She wearing sunglasses. I seen her with just some regular glasses the other day. She seemed pretty. And I guess that would be your list of people that's in that little, what you call it, Janae pretty. Janae will probably be the only one that be pretty. In that class, yes, she would be the only one that would just be pretty. Her, I don't know if Tim I guess would be in that little. Tim's is cute, but I don't know if she would be in that same little thing because I don't think she in the same genre. Somebody said the red lights twerking on them headlights. Oh, here she goes. Some A in the background. She might as well get on the microphone. But she said she working. They got pole dancing classes back. You been in the girl class? But you weren't doing a pole dance, was it? Twerk aerobics. Oh, okay. Well, you gonna go back and do the pole dancing? $10 Tuesday is where I get my start and discover my love for pole. Yeah, I pay for it. $10. I can pay for that shit. Oh, okay. You gonna actually try? I'm saying you gonna actually try to pole dance. That's what I mean. No. Oh. Yeah, long as you actually, huh? Oh, shout out to Naya. I guess my wife wanted me to say shout out to Naya. So Neil Long, Sanaa Length, and Tay Diggs on set for Best Man final chapter. They gonna fuck that up. I don't know. The last one was kind of decent. It did. The last one was decent. So I ain't gonna say that. Maybe they won't be too over the top. I think most of the time when they fuck movies up, they try to make it too over the top or too goofy. Man, hell no. Oh fuck! It's a TikTok. I was trying to show y'all this shit.
Told me you were looking for a guy with me, so I said, hold on. Girl, you messed up when you left.
Yeah, hold on.
Me and told your best friend that you want me. Then she called me up and hit me Tuesday. Told me you were looking for a guy with me, so I said, hold on. I'm the one. Let's shut it in. Has the fun, but she said that I was what you want when I call you out my side. Too much conversation, man. Undercover, like Danny Glover. You running DM, I'm making plans for life. Yo, I'm on me 16. What I need, what I want. We can walk through the law while I hold your dress. So you can hang up the drop while I push the whip. Take you on a rock. You will never forget. Running home, tell your friends, bitch, we can't exist.
That's exactly why they broke up right there, because that shit was fucking horrible. Oh, this was like 25 years ago too, so maybe you can get them a pass. But you like the B2K in the back in the day?
I like little things.
Lil Fizz. That was
I
your
like
little boo.
you know I don't like light skinned guys. I just like Tim and the Group. I
Oh,
think because he was a rapper.
oh, because he was rapping.
Yeah, I don't think I like had like a crush on him.
Somebody said I'm finna play R. Kelly on extra loud to make y'all mad. Niggas don't take shit serious. It's so bad. Dave Chappelle said in the comedy, "Don't act like half the people in this room haven't been molested." That shit is wild.
Had thrown in my McDonald's on the ground. Boy, cause he ain't looked it enough for all y'all. If he gonna bring some food for
Somebody said, so y'all expect Mariah Carey to buy food for all the next kids? That shit funny. Them a lot of motherfucking kids. He probably got about 10, because he said he going hard in 2022 with his kids. So, and I think he got 4 women pregnant right now. What time is it? Oh, it's still early. Y'all look at this shit. Hold on, let me pause it. Let me pause it. Hmm. See a lot of funny shit on Facebook. I'm trying to get good at this StreamYard shit, y'all. Oh, what the hell? But I ain't played with this laptop like this ever. And it's just doing a lot of shit that I ain't know it could do.
It's a Mac.
It is a laptop. It's a laptop. How do I sound in your headphones? I'm asking, how does it sound? Does it sound clear?
Yeah, I said normal. Normal is clear.
No.
Good child.
Normal could be different. Normal, like every day, what does it sound differently through your headphone? Oh, that's what I'm saying, nigga. See. Oh, now she mad at me because I watched Doctor Strange without her. She didn't watch a lot of shit without me because it was Marvel. We off. It's off limits because of Marvel. But I stopped watching it. I only, but I stopped watching it. 1955 Warren and Emmett Till case found. Family seeks arrest of woman. Is this real? Oh, excuse me. And a original 1955 warrant for the arrest of Carolyn Bryan Dunham, the white woman accused 14-year-old Emmett Till, was found in the basement of a Mississippi courthouse. Till's relatives want authorities to finally arrest her nearly 70 years later. But why they didn't arrest her? Didn't she already admit that she was lying? That she lied about it? Oh well, she is white. And he was black. And it was 70 years ago. It's crazy that they didn't want to arrest her, but they can say that Bill Cosby did all this shit with no evidence. Hmm. I didn't say it was. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, race was definitely a factor. That's why I think so many like they said, R. Kelly got away with it what he was doing for so long because it was done to black women. Yeah, he would definitely be locked up if it was white women. But at the same time, I don't feel like I feel bad for the kid, but then I don't feel bad for the kids because you know how I feel about that. Because it depends because I don't hold on. That's what I'm about to say. Because some of them kids preyed on R. Kelly too, and just because they're kid, and just because they kid, and just because they are kids, doesn't mean they don't know what's going on. That's how I feel. Now I do feel like some people put their kids around R. Kelly to be touched and fondled and to make a payday and stuff. Just like I feel like Michael Jackson and stuff. Like ain't no way R. Kelly or Michael Jackson get on trial or have these rumors about themselves, and then the parents are still okay with them spending the night and working with them and stuff like that. See, like those people need to be arrested too. They definitely need to arrest those parents. A man who murdered black Michigan girl knocking on door after accident gets same sentence in new trial. You can't kill someone for just going out to your door and knocking in the middle of the night. You had options according to Hathaway. Wofford was sentenced to 15 years in prison for second degree murder and 2 years for using a firearm while committing a crime by the judge. Wofford will become eligible for parole in 2031 after receiving credit for the 8 years he had already served. Media and shit like that and stuff we see, news articles and stuff. I think is meant to socially engineer us to be depressed, suicidal, and I was antsy, and I was thinking somebody's out to get us and hurt us and harm us and keep us more negative and closed minded and shit like that. Okay, so this is another dumb post on Facebook right now, y'all. The post says right now, it says, as women get older, we get catcalled less and less. And you know what's fucked up? We were made to think it's because with age we're less desirable, but actually it's because with age we're less vulnerable. Catcalling is a compliment to dominance, not a compliment. That is so stupid. I'm gonna read the comments because I know it's gonna be some dumb motherfuckers agreeing to that. You get catcalled less because you are getting older. Turning 40 was awesome. I'm a huge fan of middle age. I hope it lasts a long time. I can still physically do the things I love and people don't treat me like a puppy. Not a puppy. Never thought of this before, but it's so true. This is exactly because we are less desirable. Men catcall Men who catcall prefer to harass young women and girls. This hashtag pedo culture. It really irks me whenever people would tell me to take it as a compliment. No, it's harassment. Y'all know what's weird about this whole comment section? Y'all know on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, they had last year they had a video going viral of the women complaining that men don't hit on them anymore. It's a whole thing. If y'all can go back, if y'all can remember, like last December, women were making videos like, yeah, dudes don't approach us and men aren't catcalling us and trying to approach us and trying to pursue us anymore. Men are just not the same. Or men will see me out at the club or at the bar, but then slide in my DMs and I'm like, why didn't you just come approach me? I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? The one minute y'all say is catcalling harassment, now niggas can't come and approach y'all. Like now y'all want niggas come and approach y'all and all this other shit. Like, what the fuck? As a man, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. It said, I'm working so hard to find inner peace throughout all of this. I refuse to allow male issues to interfere with my mind. I will fight in my little part of the world. That's all I can do. Oh my God, I'm surprised I'm alive because of this statement I made back to them. How scary is this? What? Invisibility begins in one's mid 30s and is completed within a decade. This is really what women are writing. Invisibility begins in one's mid 30s and is completed within a decade. Yeah, nobody, because you old as fuck. What? People don't like harsh societal truths. Bro, I tell y'all, yes, you become less and less visible as a woman the older you get. It's just a thing. Can't help it. This nigga funny. How you reply to this? Yeah, that motherfucking wine. I've noticed male attention also lessens when you don't present feminine, hyper feminine too. Explain. Example being when I had short hair like a pixie cut last year. I'm 28. It's crazy how much it used to bother me. Bitch, because niggas don't like short hair like that. Duh. Fuck. Like, this is some real shit, bro. Reading these comments from women, it further gives validity to shit I say that women really don't know men and women really don't care to know men. And women live in this box of men should feel a certain type of way, or they're trying to bully men into feeling that the way that we're naturally hardwired and designed to feel bad about that. Like, even I say I like a younger woman, or I'm more attracted to a woman that's younger than older. Oh, that's pedo, bitch. I'm not talking about somebody that's underage. I said younger. You trying to make it all the way down to what, somebody 14 years old? Why you being weird? Why it can't be somebody that's 21? But as soon as you say younger women, that's pedo vibes. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, it getting to the point where, and I'm starting to see this a lot more and more on Facebook, even with guys that I know. Like, arguing with women is futile. Like, it is so stupid to just sit and argue with women because, first of all, it's not going to be 100% real with you. They are going to bullshit you. They not gonna keep that shit 100 because of how they feel. Like, even saying men are attracted to younger women, and then they try to make you feel bad for being attracted to younger women. How can you have a rational conversation with somebody that's not even trying to understand how men think? If you say a man falls in love with his eyes, and men typically want to date a woman that's smaller in weight, a woman would say, well, you shouldn't think that like that. All women in sizes are beautiful. Bitch, I didn't say they weren't. I said preference wise, men would typically want to date someone smaller. Well, there are some women who get married and are bigger. Bitch, I didn't say that either. But like I said, it's just some weird ass time. And as men, we have to be strong and not fall into the traps of dealing with these dumb assholes. Somebody said, frankly, I don't think America deserves a birthday party this year. That shit funny. We need to be like this, bang, with some drawers at the bottom. Huh? Any reason to get her a chance to spend some money? I just brought it up, and man, we gotta spend it. I was just saying, just like you said, hey, babe, we need this. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't mean we go and buy it. Does that mean we buy it every time, baby? Okay, most of the time, maybe. You might have a point. But still not all the time. We about an 80 percenter. I was about to say about 85. We about 8. No, we about 80. We about 80. Oh, I had to turn that off. I didn't know it was gonna be a mile away. Oh, they playing music. I ain't trying to get copyrighted.
Let's go. Well, I wish I don't be in love. So feel me, pretty baby. I make one wish.
Some Walker crazy. John Wall going to the Clippers. Well, it's getting late, guys. I've been on here for a while. Yeah, I've been on here. I've been hold on real quick.
Let's just keep it real, Mike. I need a drink. I need a drink. They didn't press charges. That was gangster. I'm gonna drink some marijuana.
Even though they didn't press charges, and I was in the right from a moral perspective.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't have touched them.
No, Mike, we agree that you were right. Sometimes, Mike, sometimes. There's boundaries. There's boundaries. Sometimes you just gotta tap a nigga. Sometimes.
You know, I'm a recovering junkie and alcoholic. I do inventory every night.
Okay.
You know, and I didn't pass that well.
What
Yeah, that's just me. I do inventory.
On yourself.
Every day, because I get dark. I can get really dark.
Right.
So inventory gives me the light.
That's real. But Mike, you're a great person. We've seen your struggle. We've seen everything. We watch you.
But I don't want to be great. I know a lot of great people, but they're not good people.
Say that again, please.
I want to be a good person.
Not just great. Great doesn't equal good.
No, what great is just doing the hardest shit in the world with the simple of ease. And a lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do the hardest shit in the world like it's nothing.
Because it's easy for them?
No, because they've been gifted. They have the gift.
They have the gift, and it makes it easy for them to do that. Easily.
No, nothing's easy. They have to put in that work.
Right.
They have to dedicate themselves. If they don't, the gift won't work. The gift only works when you put in that spirit of fighting, the will to win,
right?
The refuse to lose. The only reason I succeed in life because I want to be up more than anybody in the world wants me to be down, and that's just what it is. And I'm just a really competitive. I'm really an animal. I'm the kind of guy just put me somewhere, Moscow. Just put me anywhere, and that's what I want to do. I want to compete and see what happens. With no money in my pocket, nothing. I'm that kind of an animal.
For the sport of it?
No, for life.
Yeah. Well, that was Mike Tyson talking about beating that nigga up on the damn plane. Well, it's the New Normal Podcast. Like I said, we're getting out of here. It's getting late. If you're over on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. You're on Facebook, share the video. Go like the page. And we out.